Barz, KO and Nicky Danger talk the talk. Bars like a sentence, stripes from the trend.
Alright, what's up with it? You know what it is. This your boy KO, aka Mr. You Can't Handle Me, the Suntan Superman, your neighborhood bad superhero, the SPC2G Live Wire, and you are tuned in once again to Barz and Stripes. This is episode 1. Episode 1. You know, we did half this time. I'm here. We got Nicky Danger behind the mic this time.
Yes, sir.
You know, and on the couch with me today is WYND. WYND.
The one and only, baby. The one and only.
So we gonna jump right into this shit. First off, you know what? I scratched that. So WYND, why don't you let the people know where you are from? First and foremost.
So first off, it's WYND. And I'm from the south side of HOU, bro. I'm Houston born and raised. I've been here for over 2 decades, bro. I bleed purple, bro. This is my city, bro. H-Town till we drown. So, you know where I'm from, bro. Y'all know where to find me already.
I ain't trying to drown. I've been through Harvey, bro.
Hey, that's where it comes from, bro.
Hey, but I can swim.
Hey, that's what we were doing during Harvey. We was out there swimming and that shit, bro.
No doubt. So, like I said, but we're going to jump right into this. Now y'all know who is on the couch and where you're from. Stuff like that. But we were coming off a pretty amazing show last night. Lil Xan. Some of y'all might not know him. Some of y'all do know him. Whatever the case may be. We had a good show. One of the artists we had on that show was WYND. So, how was your experience for that show, bro?
Bro, honestly, that was a great show. I mean, I had high expectations. I had low expectations for it, but I think both were met, honestly. Like, I had a great time. It was a great time being in the crowd, honestly, getting to watch all the other openers, getting to watch Lil Xan. It was just an experience. So if you missed out, that's your fault, bro.
Oh, yeah. So, on more of the show aspect of it, who are some of the other artists you were able to grace the stage with, open for, bring your flavor to that crowd? Who are some of the other artists?
Man, I gotta give it up to my dogs, Crew Minor, bro. They are killing it in the underground scene right now, in the trap metal, horrorcore, whatever you want to call it, bro. Emo rap, bro. They are killing it, dog. Y'all make sure to go check them out. Also, Chewy the Bandit, Hell's Gazing, bro. Everybody, bro. Nicky Danger also. Man, we had great openers last night, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Wait for the footage, man. Whenever y'all see it, y'all gonna know that y'all missed out. Y'all gonna miss.
Yeah. So you got Lil Xan under your belt. I'm gonna kind of dig deep into that. So that's one under your belt.
Yeah.
Who's another major or artist that you was able to open for and grace that stage?
Bro, I also got to open up for Zero a couple months ago. That was a hell of an experience as well. That's crossed off the bucket list now.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Some dreams came true with that one, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, Zero always brings out a lovely crowd. You know, you can always bank on Zero to put bodies inside the club. So that's always a good thing.
That was the biggest crowd I've done so far.
It was a nice crowd. It was a nice crowd. I host that show. Yes. So, in the Houston scene, who are other artists you've opened for?
In the Houston scene, I mean, I've had a couple shows where I've opened up for Gunplay. I'm hoping to open up for Devin the Dude, which y'all hear soon.
Heavy
That would
hitters.
be lovely. Yes, sir. Trying to get a show with K Reno if possible. That'd be lovely, bro. I'd love to get a show with Paul Wall at some point, bro. Those are some of my inspirations in the H-Town scene, so.
We've been working on getting the Paul Willikin for a show. And you brought
Paul
that up
Walrus.
with K
Paul
Reno.
Wallaby, baby.
Yeah, I still need to work. I'm behind like dog nuts. I'm supposed to talk to our partner about getting a date next year for the SPC 40th, 45th? I don't know. It's one of them.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I'm behind like dog nuts on that one. So, WYND.
Yes, sir.
The name WYND. Where did that come from? Where'd you come up with that name? Because as an artist, your name has to set you apart from everybody else, but distinguish you from everybody else. So, how did you come up with the name WYND?
So how I came up with it way back in the day, I've had this name for probably like almost 15 years now. But back in the day, it was WYND, and like I had a little group. We came up with little names, and that was one of the names that I got picked with, and it kind of just stuck. I changed my Instagram to it, but then I eventually was like, no, this is like my name. It fits in such a weird way, and then over time, it's evolved into. WYND is the artist name, and then there's also the brand WYND, the acronym. It stands for What You're Not Doing. It's kind of a rebellious take on whatever you're doing. But I also love it because it's a double entendre. If I'm doing what you're not doing, that means you're doing what I'm not doing.
Exactly.
So we're all WYND.
So you got ahead of me on that because I was going to ask the acronym for that if there was an acronym behind that.
So there's a little difference between the two, but
yeah. And I've been in the studio with this guy quite often the past couple months, and you know, the name do fit you well because when you grace a track, it's like a smooth breeze. It's like the wind, you know what I'm saying? And you have the capability to do different styles. I've heard some of your music as far as the you're versatile with what you can do. You know, you're just not stuck in that box on Houston, you know what I'm saying? I've heard your Houston style. I've heard you get lyrical on a track.
yeah.
You know, and when it comes to your preferred sound, what do you cater most to, or what do you like to do more? The Houston style, lyrical style? What gets you going?
I mean, if I had a preference for myself, the Houston style, I mean, I grew up freestyling. That's just something we do here in Houston, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that just naturally flows. But as I progress as an artist, I'm trying to venture out, hell, into country, into R&B. Like, I'm trying to sing on some shit. So, Houston's a goal for sure, but that's not the last goal. You know what I mean?
I can't sing if it came. I can't carry a tune if it came with handles.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
we gonna try it. We gonna try it. What?
Hey, but it's studio magic, baby. It's amazing what you can make happen
You
in
never
the
know,
studio.
bro. It's
So,
magic.
Gotta love the auto tune.
let's see here. Hey, I never did auto tunes, but have you ever used auto tunes?
I'm learning to use a little bit less of it these days. So, and it's kind of helping. I'm not gonna lie.
So as
Good
far
programs.
as
There's
the
good programs for that.
exactly. So as far as the auto tune, do you feel like that's a crutch or a handicap?
Depending on how you use it, bro. I always go back, like, T-Pain is a great example, bro. T-Pain is an artist, he doesn't need auto-tune. He's proven that he can sing naturally. But if you know how to use auto-tune and how to actually pitch correct your own voice before, like, auto-tune is just, it's a simple plug-in after that. But the way it's used these days, where it's people trying to correct their voice and pitch, that ain't how to use auto-tune.
I don't even think it's so much of the artist trying to use it to pitch correct. I think they just jumped on the bandwagon. It sounds cool.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
and
a
they
fad.
did that.
It's a fad.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of them don't even know the history of the auto tunes, because auto tunes was actually the talk box.
Cher was the first person to use auto-tune.
Well, true. In my
in
ears,
How it's developed over time.
my ears, it would be Zapp and Roger Troutman.
Shit, they're sitting there playing the keys, talking
know what I'm
and
saying?
thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. But then back then it was called the talk box. That's where they had the little holes in their mouth and they can You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, don't let Nikki Danger hit you with the old weird shit. Right? Cher and shit. Yeah, Sonny and Cher, I got you. I know what it is.
I gotta hear that, bro.
hey, I had that's
Magic,
a good one.
Magic Man. Go listen to Magic Man.
That's a good one. I had a line where I said, I go hard and kill beats like Sony. What is it?
Sonny and Cher.
No, I said I crash and go hard, kill beats like Sony Bono.
Sony. Oh my.
Because you know he.
Hey, that's a bar. That's a hard, bro.
It's an old song, bro.
Both of these two guys got hard bars, man.
A little different, you know. We try to. I mean, we've talked occasionally. You know what I'm saying? At shows, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm such blah blah blah. You know, we never had a chance to really chill and chop it up until recently, and it was all like, "Hey, come to the studio." No, I came to the studio, and you were working on the track. I still dislike you for that track, but I love you at the same time because you said, "KO, you got something for this track?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got something for the track." I had something for the track. I had something, but wasn't for the track. So I put that wasn't for the track on
That's
that
how
track.
he got me on my first track.
Ready to go.
That's how you. Hey, now I'm starting to see the game.
see
Like,
the
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I see
But
the
see,
game.
I got something for you.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
you got something for
Right,
this?
exactly.
Bro.
But the thing
And
that
they're
I say,
fire.
I hate you for it and I love you for it because I'm like, yeah, I got it. Like, bro, wait a minute.
This motherfucker tricked me.
It's
into
supposed to
writing.
be 16 bars. Oh, no, okay, it was 32 bars.
Nah, 32.
So yeah,
baby.
you got 32
Oh,
bars.
I got
out
a
of
funny
it.
appreciate
story.
that,
You know?
though.
We got a song we don't have out yet that has, or is it out? I don't know if
Which
it's out
one?
yet, man. I don't know. The one I got 16 bars on, you got 32.
Oh, that one's not out yet. That one's gonna come soon though.
Oh,
But I mean,
you
yo.
gonna pull a Busta Rhymes and Eminem?
Oh, but bro, I'm so glad he took the 32 because his 32 did that song so much justice over my.
It's a lot of
my
writing.
16 was great. Don't get me wrong. I'm proud of my 16, but yeah, his 32 was just
A lot of emotion in that song.
on
A
point.
different kind of 32 on that one.
Gotcha. So as far as your music and stuff like that, what's something you have in the works? Do you have any albums out, or are you just releasing songs? You in the process of recording the album?
Currently, right now, I've got a handful of things in the vault. Right now, it's more focused on singles and trying to build a discography and this and that. I know there's an album in the talks. I've had an idea pretty much all this year, so that's definitely coming together. So we're gonna see soon. Right now, it's just singles.
So, like he said, so basically, plan the work and work the plan. That's how it goes. A lot of people just jump in there and they don't have any direction or what they're gonna do. They just go, and sometimes it comes together beautifully at the end. You know what I'm saying? But if you have that blueprint, that formula that you're gonna follow, that's makes it good. You know what I'm saying? When I first met you, I thought you were originally part of Crew Minor. So is that a thing, or y'all do a lot of collaborations?
We do a lot of collaborations. We do have our record label that me, X Emotions, and Mindset have. It's DHS, Dead Homie Studios. Shout out to Crew Minor and DHS. But they have, it's them two with Crew Minor, and then I do my solo stuff as well. But we do have a couple collaborations as well.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought y'all were all
Good collaboration.
on the
Good
same
collaborations, yeah.
same group. You know what I'm saying? But that's good to know. So you talk a lot about Crew Minor. So are these guys that you've known for a while? Did y'all just link up and say, hey, let's do this? Or, what's a little backstory on you and Crew Minor?
Bro, so this is actually really interesting how all of this has came about. So the first person I met out of this whole group, out of DHS, Maddox, Barz Stripez, pretty much everybody, was X Emotions. I just started a new job at a car wash, and he was training me. And the first conversation that we had, within 2 sentences, I think he asked me, he's like, "Hey, you do music perchance?" And like from then on, I mean, I think we hung out maybe that next weekend. We went to a rock show at BFE on the north side, and I got to meet Mindset and hang out with him.
BFE.
And freaking, I mean, we've been best friends ever since. Eventually, Nikki came into the picture, and I mean, now we're here. It's kind of happened like this. I know it's only been 6 months, but it's been.
Oh, damn. I was under
Shit's
the
been
impression
moving.
y'all was like,
I thought they
Tight
knew
for
each other
years.
for 20 years. The way
Right.
they acted when I first met them, I thought they knew each other for 20 years.
A week before Halloween, that's when I met.
I
X
barely
Emotions
met
and Mindset.
them barely any later than he met them.
Yeah.
oh wow. And the way y'all move together, click tight, you'd swear from the outside looking in that y'all have been homies for years. That's a good thing because you can meet people in the industry and not click, and you kind of force that, but then you meet people naturally, and it just comes together. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to force it, and it just don't fit right, sound right, or feel right. So that's a good thing.
I've been having this saying recently where I'm like, bro, it's divine timing. Like everything happens for a reason. Like I met Brandon, I met Jeff, I met Nikki. You know, I'm meeting you, I'm meeting this person, I'm meeting that person. Now like I'm watching puzzle pieces fall together. So it's really cool to see things how they're playing out and whatnot. Like,
as
really
y'all notice, he just called them out by their government name.
Hey, they okay with it. I called them all their names now. Big sex creep, bro. Sex machiniac, whatever.
Machiniac.
Armand, Rayon, Alceron.
So how long have you been doing music? At the show last night, I know you performed some tracks that you said were like 10 years old or something like that, 15 years old, which was actually still good tracks. That was a good thing because
real nervous
some tracks don't age well, but they age well till they're still relevant to the time. So that's a good thing. So how long have you been doing music?
So I got interested in music probably about 9-10 years old. I downloaded FL Studio one day, noticed it was free, started watching YouTube videos, and I was making dubstep, EDM beats, hip-hop beats here and there. And then probably about 15, 16, I finally got my first recording mic with the little, well, it was like Focusrite back when they were like $50 or whatever. Now they $500 for that thing, bro. But I had that little red box, and I was in my closet just recording. Like the first song I performed last night, Change Like the Seasons. I made that in my closet at freshman in high school and made the beat all by myself, did the recording all by myself, and freaking... Now we're here. I kept taking breaks every couple years just because, you know, it's hard to take serious and things change here and there, but this time it's a little different. Oh yeah, life.
So do you not only do you write and rap, do you produce as well? I know you kind of engineer. I've seen it.
Hell yeah.
It. I know you can do that. I've seen you mad scientist some shit that I brought you. You know what I'm saying? Made it sound fucking 10 times better than what it was. You know, it wasn't even a complete track, and you like Frankenstein the shit out of it, and it sounds good. So you're able to do the production side. You make your own beats and stuff like that.
That's where I started. Was literally I sat there on it wasn't the actual keyboard, but it was the keys on the keyboard where I was like pressing A, W, E to make a chord and whatnot, or freaking using my keys as a beat pad. And so that's how I started. I didn't start rapping on a mic till probably I was in high school. That's when it got a little bit more serious and like, oh shit, like you can rap a little bit. I was like, okay.
A little bit. So
a little bit, yeah.
When you touched on the topic, you said you was freestyling.
Mm-hmm.
Houston, see this is where a lot of people get it misunderstood. Houston freestyle and some of this other stuff freestyle.
Tell them.
We say off the dome.
Yes.
That mean it's coming straight off the head.
Yep.
We ain't got no pen.
Written,
we ain't got
nothing
no pad.
written. It's
we
all from the
straight off the head.
Dome.
And in a lot of other places they say freestyle, but it's a verse that they wrote that they just memorized. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference between Houston. When we say off the head, it's whatever comes to mind. Quick thinking. We just go. It sounds good. Keep going. How long can you go? Do you fall off? You get back on. You know, that's where it started in Houston. Off the head, off the dome. You know, no pen, no pad.
The battles too.
Yeah.
With K, the battles and Scarface.
Oh yeah.
That's where it, man.
We was having battles
Street
in like
military.
4th, 5th grade, just rapping about nothing at that point.
Slapping on the fucking.
I couldn't rap
table.
back then. You know,
as long as it rhymed, that's all that mattered.
I couldn't rap back then, man. We used to go on. I played basketball in high school, and we couldn't rap, and everybody's in the back of the bus
You don't even watch
freestyling.
no basketball.
I tried that.
I'm mad at you.
and
If you don't even watch
bus.
no basketball, I'm mad at you,
Oh
motherfucker.
no, I don't watch it. I played basketball. Yes, I played basketball.
All right.
I was a hell of a
We getting down on the
defensive
court.
player, not much of a scorer, but
Yeah.
I was all about defense. My favorite player was Dennis Rodman. Gary Payton. Like,
yeah. I mean,
get in
the
their
glove.
motherfucking head.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I'm
glove.
saying?
Take
Dennis
it to the
Rodman was
head,
my favorite
right?
player because he played with passion and heart. No matter his off-court antics, when he touched that court, he was on go mode. And he didn't care who you was, whether you was Shaq, Karl Malone, Sean Kemp. He's going down. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
So freestyling, that's how you initially was introduced into the music as far as your first interaction with it, freestyling?
My like first interaction with music, bro, honestly, it was more going to school with my mama listening to 97.9 The Box or 93.7 or 104. Yeah. Well, all the Houston radio, just they're playing hits, whether it's freaking the top 40 pop hits or it's some DJ Screw slowed down mix on Friday night, you know what I'm saying? And that was as far as I can remember, 4 years old, you know?
Right.
So that was my introduction. So I had a nice variety of music, but when I was kicking it with the homies and whatnot, it's like, all right, we're gonna see if we can do this too.
So who's your favorite artist? Matter of fact, give me your top 5 artists.
Oh, top 5. All right. Oof. This is in no particular order. It's probably most inspirational to me. I'd say Wiz Khalifa, Zero, Kid Cudi.
Day and night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Soundtrack to My Life is one of my favorite songs ever. That's probably like top 2 songs ever. All right.
That's 3.
That's 3. 4. What did I already say?
You said Cudi, Khalifa, and Zero.
And Zero. I'd have to say Juice WRLD for sure. That's a later one. That one, rest in peace, bro. Rest in peace for sure. And then one more. Man. That's a difficult one. Because then, you know what? I'll give it up because somebody I studied for a long time. Eminem would be my 5th one right there.
I was wondering if you was going to throw M in there.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering. You know, a lot of people don't give M the credit of what he's capable of doing.
You better give that man every dollar you made.
Yeah, it's weird, but like I said, he don't rap. He don't. The way he's able to put words together
and still tell a story.
You got to give him his flowers. You got to give him his flowers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's your top 5.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So 2 honorable mentions. Don't gotta be rap.
Don't gotta be rap. Skrillex, for one. That's pretty much how I got my start into making music, was during the dubstep era when he was big. So I'll give Skrillex an honorable mention. And then a second honorable mention. I love music. You know what? I'm going to say Adele.
Adele.
I'm going to say Adele. Give it a
That's
little bit of variety.
That's a good one.
I love me some Adele,
so,
bro.
If you had the opportunity, the chance, the one shot to do a song with one artist, any artist, alive or dead, who would that one artist be?
Out of the ones I picked, or just in general?
It's in general. Any artist.
Damn,
if you had,
didn't ask me these good questions. Hold on.
I
want another interview.
I'm off the dome with it. I don't take notes. I don't take notes. I'm off the dome with it, so you never know what I'm gonna ask. And
it's a good interview,
and I'll give a little context to the little workings of how that goes in my head. But any artist, alive, dead, any genre. Who is that one artist that you would like? I'm doing it.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
That's a damn good artist. Now, are you saying that because of all the Michael Jackson craze, or because Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson in general?
Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson in general. There's an algorithm to this, just the same way there is to Instagram, to whatever, and he knew that algorithm. And I'd love to sit down and talk music with that man right there.
Yeah, he's personally one of my favorite artists. I mean, hands down, multi-talented. He could do it all. He can do it all. And you know, you have, let's see, Biggie. Biggie was the only artist, rap artist, that actually did a song with Tupac, from my understanding. I don't know if they was in the studio together or whatnot, but there's a song with Biggie and Mike. I forgot the name of it.
Really?
Yeah. Biggie was the only rap artist that did a song with Michael Jackson. As far as I know it was talked about. I just can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Speaking on
I'll
that,
have to check
how
that
do
out
you
for
feel
sure.
about Biggie Smalls?
One of my favorites for sure. That's a top 10 for sure.
Okay, how do you
Yeah.
feel about Tupac?
Not a top 10 for me. I know I'm probably going to get some hate for that, but he's still a good artist. He's someone to study if you're wanting to rap or do music at all, honestly. Like, there's history behind
Yeah,
this.
and
you know what I'm saying?
I know that's a touchy question because it's
That's
always
just my opinion.
Biggie's better. Pac's better.
West
This
Side
and
versus
that.
East Side, whatever,
And
bro.
Whatever they say. Biggie,
Yeah, in
Biggie
my
is
mind,
better.
in
Biggie
my
is
mind,
better.
it depends on what you like.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
In
Biggie
my
is
mind,
better.
I always say
Nicki Danger says
Biggie-
Biggie's better.
is the better lyricist.
Mm-hmm.
Biggie is the better lyricist. Pac is the better rapper. You know, that's how I distinguish the two.
Pac is the better
Is-
influencer.
Well, see, Pac had that energy. He was a
had a-
better
he had
rapper. He can tell a
presence.
story and you can
Yeah.
follow along and feel it.
But
influencer.
Biggie, there was more
Lyricism,
heart.
yeah, that lyricism,
Lyricism with Biggie was off the
Pac
charts.
didn't have the lyricism
You couldn't
that
match
Biggie
that.
had. You know what I'm saying? And you really can't judge in fairness Pac and Biggie because Pac got a whole catalog of work. I can't even count that. It was 7 albums. I think 7 albums after he passed. I think if I'm right, Biggie has released 2 albums.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of don't stack evenly. So you can't really judge that
No,
because
but
who's to
look at
say
the look at the
Biggie didn't
lyrics.
get better? You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Lyrics
saying?
are
Would get better.
fucking- The lyrics are there off of 2 albums, whereas Pac in 7 albums that he has released doesn't have the lyrics, has the soul, has the presence, has everything that you need to be the awe-inspiring public figure that he was.
Yeah. That's why I always say he's the better rapper. He wasn't a better lyricist,
Okay.
but he was a better rapper.
I'll give him that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll give him
That's
that.
how I
Yeah.
judge it too.
No,
I
you're
know
right,
that's
you're right.
always a touchy subject where if you want to start a fucking
No.
hip-hop debate.
I'm a big Biggie Smalls.
Throw them
fan.
two
I
there.
feel biased. I feel biased about Biggie Smalls just because, like, one, I know he grew up freestyling, and it's just like, you know, on the corner with the homies, and like there's love, there's heart. You know, it's a culture that he has, and for me, Tupac was more of
East Coast.
a big face. Like he had the aura, he had the presence for sure. But he was
He
more
had
of
the
like a
story,
pop
too. He
top
had the
40
story.
almost for
Yeah.
me.
And-
He had the story as well.
Yeah, he did.
His,
Yeah.
his
And-
mama
and the-
and daddy's
the
Black
thing
Panthers.
is,
This
on
is
that-
a story behind that.
Mhm.
Yeah, Pac is from the East Coast.
Really?
Yes,
Hmm.
Pac is
See?
from the East Coast.
That's something I didn't know.
And Pac and Biggie were friends. They were friends,
Yeah.
you know.
Before
And
all
like I
that
said,
bullshit,
they
before
was-
the East Coast
Yeah.
Hey,
pressure.
we saw the documentary.
Before all that,
Diddy
and
did that
that's why
shit.
that's why they got
Diddy.
beefed out. You know, he went to
Diddy did it.
Baby All, Baby All,
Well,
no Diddy, no Diddy. But you know, I know that's a touchy subject. You know, put you on the fence. You know,
Yeah, we don't
we
care.
gonna get the keyboard warriors
Bars-
going. You know,
Bars
what I'm
and
saying?
Stripes,
Music at the end of the
Bars
day.
and
You know,
Stripes don't
so,
give a fuck.
So, matter of fact, in the comment section, write down, get your fingers working. You know, Pac and Big, who y'all got?
Yeah,
You
we
know what
wanna
I'm
hear
saying?
y'all's opinion about
Yeah,
it too.
get your fingers working. I know it's gonna be a lot of keyboard warriors, you know, and like you say, it's gonna be a lot of hate, but everybody has an opinion.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta like it, you ain't gotta love it, but everybody has their opinion because nobody
It's like
thinks the same and feels the same. And we know how everybody got an ass. Everybody got an opinions like asshole. Everybody got one. They all stink.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you can't cater to everybody. You just can't. It's not gonna work. And if everybody thought the same, we just be mindless robots.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just human nature to debate.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see. To come in full circle on you. I know we drifted a little bit, but we just added some new context, and then we get the keyboard warriors going. You know what I'm saying? Get the fingers going. Get them the comments. Where would you put your music at? Like, in what genre would you mainly place your music?
It's definitely, honestly, I hate all the subgenres and how
there's a lot.
it's just gotten worse over the years. I mean, I'd categorize my music as hip hop, rap, and R&B. That's about it for right now until I come out and like, hey, this is my whatever country song. This is my classical, whatever I decide to release.
And that's the good thing. You can't box yourself in.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be versatile. One of my sayings is you always got to create your own lane.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you follow in this lane that somebody else already created, you'll never get ahead. So you have to create your own lane to get ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The goal is not to fit in, but stand out.
Exactly.
We got a lot of people now in the industry, in the music business, that want to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
Because this artist sound cool and he blew up. Oh, I can do what he do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So they get lost in the sauce because they just want to fit in. So everybody's trying to fit into that box, but you want to be that person, step outside the box.
You never know what's going to be the next big thing.
Right.
If you're doing something different, that just might be the next fad or whatever.
Yeah.
The next
Prime
trend,
example, Jelly Roll. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Jelly Roll was a rapper. I've had the pleasure to meet Jelly Roll at South by Southwest, and he was a regular ass rapper, kind of like a street guy, kind of not. I wouldn't say hardcore, but he was, on that rap vibe.
Had the braids and everything back then.
Now he's like one of the biggest country artists, rappers, however you would categorize
even on
that.
the gospel charts too, bro.
Entertainers.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and he's good. How do you feel about Jelly Roll?
I love Jelly Roll. I've been listening to Jelly Roll for I think like 15 years now or something like that. I mean,
Easy.
It's been a long time. So hearing his story of him coming up, even a decade into the game or however long it's been, it could be 20 years for all I know.
It's been a minute.
You know what I'm saying? This is a lifelong game that we're in.
Yeah. Funny story is I know Jelly Roll's sister-in-law. Yeah, sister-in-law. But we won't get in that subject.
We'll talk about that off camera.
We won't get into that subject.
KO!
No, sir.
Leave this off of Barz Stripez.
We won't get. She's cool. She's a friend of mine. She's cool. It blossomed into something that it wasn't originally. Whatever. Anyway,
good friends. Good friends.
Yeah. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. So, why do you do music? Do you do music for the fun of it? Do you do music for exposure? I guess that's the same thing. Do you do music to support your family? What is your main goal for wanting to do music?
Well, if I can be honest with you, KO, music, different artists, those top 5 that I'd given you earlier, most of those at one point in their specific time frame that I listened to them, they saved my life or guided my life in a specific direction. Basically, all of those artists help create who WYND is, who WYND is, who Ryan is at the end of the day, And those voices, those emotions that they're able to put out, I want to be able to make that for someone else. I don't care if one person hears my music or 10 million people hear my music. If it changes that one person's life for the better, then my music did its job.
I got you. So, with you saying that, was there a time in your life that you just felt like I just can't do this anymore? It's just too much. And one of those artists you heard help you get through that.
Plenty of times,
what was like that factor? What was something that was beating you down to where you just like, God damn, I know they always say you got to get up, you got to get up, you got to get up. But what was the situation? You ain't got to go into too much detail on it to where, just let know that situation just beat you down to the ground and you just like, that get up kind of came to a crawl and then a stop and you heard that artist, you know what I'm saying? So what was kind of like a situation that made you that was beating you down, and you heard the artist and made you get up?
Man, my best example would probably be Juice World. He started blowing up right around when I was 17, 18. That was around the same time I was having my first child and getting out of high school and becoming an adult, and life was hitting me real fast, and just the music, what he was saying, everything that he was basically was like so relatable, and it just, if I didn't have that at that time, there's no telling how that could have turned out.
Right. You probably wouldn't even been the rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Probably,
like, hey, I gotta go a different direction. That's a good. That's good. So you said you had your kid. How many kids do you have? If you would like to, enlighten people on that.
I have 3 children.
Okay.
I have 3 children. Beautiful children, by the way. 1 girl and 2 boys. They are my everything. They are why I do this. They are why I'm still here today.
Well, just know I will pray for you because you have a daughter. I will pray for you.
Hey, she's the best right now. So I'll tell you what.
It's not the fact that girls are bad. It's the problems that the girls have that they're not trying to have, like guys. You know,
it's something we didn't grow up with.
The guys become the problem. That's
something
why I say
we have to learn later on.
I pray for you, brother. I pray for you because it's like you kind of show tough love to your boys, but your girl is like that's my world.
That's
you know
my
what I'm saying?
Princess, bro.
It's like, God dang, and you kind of think of how we ran around. It's like you try to teach your daughter, look, these are the guys that you stay away from. You don't go, you stay away from these guys, but in reality, you're kind of in your mind, you're telling your daughter to stay away from people how you were because
you gotta find the gentleman. Find the gentleman. If you can't find the gentleman,
that's
you can't find nothing.
The tough situation, bro. So, besides music, being in the studio, writing songs, engineering, producing, what else does WYND have going on in his daily, in his life?
Dude, just about everything. There's still all the behind the scenes work. We're working on putting shows together. We're working on music videos and video editing and clips and reels and photo editing and all this. There's a whole job that goes on behind the scenes that not a lot of people realize about. We also still have our day jobs as well to support the families. True. It's nothing but grind over here. So
you've been around the music for quite a while. You've been around the shows for quite a while. Is there a different aspect from being in front of the shows that you've seen versus being behind the shows, behind the scenes? Do you see the difference in it? Do you think it's easy? Put it that way. What's more easy, being in front or being behind?
Y'all are gonna hate my answer too. I think it's easier to be behind the show than in front of the show, and I'll give a great example.
I fucking hate you.
No, I love this shit. I love this shit.
Fuck you.
I told you I was born to do this, dog. I love this.
KO is the only motherfucker that can talk me down off the ledge. And I fucking hate you for saying that.
And that
I love you to death. Listen.
I mean that's good. It's very nerve-wracking. It's strenuous, but you deal with so many different personalities. I wouldn't say it's easier. It's a lot easier to get up there and rap, but I've seen both sides of the spectrum.
It's so much easier to get up there and rap.
Don't get me wrong, it's easier.
What are you talking about?
It's easier for sure, but I'm talking just the way I move and flow. Like the example I was gonna give, like getting to see Zero last year. I got to see him in Victoria when he came down there. Like being in the crowd and not knowing what's going on or when Zero's coming out or who's coming up next, or like we've been here since 7 o'clock, and there's so much what ifs and freaking this and that, and just like, all right, whatever, like it was an all right experience.
Now,
but
you say you like the behind scene is easier.
Yeah.
until you deal
Yeah.
with some of these managers.
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh.
I
That's-
can't wait.
Hold on.
That's
Hold
the
on.
headache
Hold on.
part, is dealing with some of these
Tell 'em.
managers.
Please tell them, KO. Just tell them.
That's. I mean, some of these managers, bro. It's like, bro, I just want to drop kick you or punch you in the throat or something. Some of these managers make things more difficult and
Anything needs to
complicated
be.
than what they should be.
Somebody can get suplexed.
You know, and I've dealt with so many managers from majors, and God, there's some cool ones, there's some assholes ones, and it's just like, please, when I meet this guy, please let him be okay, because
Just be a good person.
in what I do now, I do deal with a lot of managers, and you know, it's not just local managers. I've dealt with platinum
National.
group managers, nationals. Some of them was cool. Some of them, you just want to punch them. You know.
Hey, that's this
So,
business, though.
Yeah, that's
this business.
Once you see that and you get to.
Thank
You-
God.
you
I
get
have,
to
thank God I
get
have
that.
KO.
But the good thing is once the show is done and everything is said and done, it's like, man, I worked my ass off and that was a good show. It was stressful, but it was a good show.
Yeah, like last night, for example, like even though it went long, we had to do all this extra work and whatnot. It was still I'm gonna remember last night for forever, honestly.
So last night was that. I know you had like a lot of hands on making that show function. Did you enjoy that? You know, I know that's something you say you like the behind, and you saw the behind a good part of what goes on behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
You know, thankfully Zan's people were cool as shit.
Mhm.
They were cool as shit. You know,
Shout out Wally.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Wally.
Shout out Wally.
Everybody that he brought with him, it was they were cool people. There's some managers, I won't name names or name drop because we still do business with these people as far as booking their artists in Scout Bar. So I won't say the names, but God, some of them is just like, bro, it's
Just
it's,
be
it's
easy
heavy.
to work with, dog. Like you trying to make it, we trying to make it.
Yeah,
Come on.
and you kind of run into it. I know the manager is supposed to have the best the best interest for the artist, basically.
Yeah.
You know, but sometimes it's like some managers make you not want to work with some of the artists, and you just have to bite the bullet sometimes. And like, God damn, I gotta make this phone call. I gotta see
make
about
it work.
booking them.
Am I allowed to be controversial? Because I got a manager's name I could say, but I won't say it.
We're gonna keep the manager's name redacted.
We redact.
We're gonna keep it redacted because
Yeah, we're gonna redact
you know,
that. We're gonna
sometimes
redact that.
we still got to do business with them. You know what I'm saying? And
It ain't nothing but love, but damn, bro, it feels like nothing but hate.
yeah. That's the thing. So, how many songs do you have at this moment that you know of?
Like out released or
Just
like
in general.
total?
In general, that you have.
Shit, over the years, I've probably made a few hundred songs by this point.
So, do you still have these songs floating around, or they wrote, or ready to go?
I've probably lost and just had computers die out or whatever the case may be. Bro, I've had probably like 3 or 4 albums worth. Like, I remember for sure there's 2 full 20-song albums that I've had fully recorded, fully produced, engineered, and they just lost in the wind.
So when you say, I know that's part of the game is the computers.
Mm-hmm.
They crash.
They do all the time.
That's why I know they always say backup. You know, all these backups, but then the backups get lost or get stolen or whatever. When you had your computer and you're working and it crashed, did you just feel like that was it, or did it motivate you to go harder and be better?
In the moment, I felt like that was it. I was done with music and everything. But it eventually turns into drive where it's like, actually, like, hold on, let me see if I can recreate this, or if that idea is still floating around, or if it turns into something new. Like, there's a lot of songs that I've had for 2-3 years, you know, and I bring them out in here one night, and all of a sudden it's something brand new that I never thought it could be, and that's the the magic of music, and I love that.
Got you. So here's another off the wall question for you. Best rapper turned actor. Who do you say?
Best rapper turned actor.
Will Smith. Will Smith. Ow!
He's one of the good actors. You know what I'm saying? And he was a good rapper too. But I mean, Will can rap. He can still spit. He can still spit. Yeah, he's moved up to where he's like, what do they call it? Blockbuster artist. Or blockbuster A-list,
he a movie star now.
Right, and he can go. Surprisingly, Will can go. He went on a stint where he was dropping.
I'm sorry, Wayne, for answering your questions.
He was going. But that's Nicki Danger aspect. Nicki Danger behind the camera, brother half of Born
I
Right.
can't
I
handle that.
Vibrate.
I can't. Hey, listen, I can't handle that. So it's gonna happen every once in a while. You're probably gonna hear Nicki Danger tell his bullshit, but
right. So your answer. We got Nicki Danger's answer.
the
Man, you know what? I'll say Snoop Dogg, just because he has gotten away. There's been a handful of times where I've got to see him play not Snoop Dogg. And a lot of things he plays himself, and yeah, sure, you can call that acting, but it's different when you go in and play something else.
I can't agree with you on that one.
That's okay.
I can't agree with you on that one.
Snoop
is a
that's
great
a hard
artist.
one though.
Snoop is a great artist.
Nah, he got me with the Jamie Foxx movie where he was the vampire killer.
Night Shift.
Yeah, he got me.
And he was still horrible.
He got me with Night Shift.
His acting was
just
still
Snoop Dogg.
Come on,
but if you ask me,
button me in. That motherfucker was killing.
Snoop's best, all-time best, hands down, acting role is from my favorite movie. It's Training Day. Training Day. That was his best acting, and he probably had like a 5-minute scene, maybe 10. That was his best acting to me that I have ever seen Snoop do. But he's like, Alonzo, put me in the front seat with him and I bet I whip his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was like, to me, that was Snoop's best role ever. I do watch some of his movies. What was Bones? That was horrible. Soul Plane. Wasn't he in Soul Plane? I didn't too much take to that. Night Shift was actually good, but it was
Night Shift was
What's
great.
the one with Matthew McConaughey that
talking
they
about
do?
Night Shift is what made me believe.
Snoop and Matthew McConaughey?
Right, they had a movie together.
Snoop and Matthew McConaughey. That would be.
See, this is the power of the internet. This is the power of the
Yeah,
internet. Let's see. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
I swear he's playing like a homeless guy or like a rich guy that lost all of his money. Some pothead. It's a pothead movie for sure.
That's
and then Mac and
like
Devin go to high school.
Like Eddie Murphy.
That was Trading Places. That was on Trading Places.
Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's see.
There's some old school shit, bro. You know
let's see. I think
they probably remade it by now with all the remakes they do.
Hey, you know what?
So he actually
Snoop
was in a
would be
movie.
perfect for that place.
Matthew McConaughey and Snoop Dogg actually starred together in a movie. 2019 stoner comedy, The Beach Bum.
Yeah.
So they actually did a movie together. I never even heard of it.
That's it's a nice movie for sure. For sure. It's one to get high to.
Okay.
Now that you touched on that, that brings me to my next question. Just out the wind, off the head.
I'm everywhere.
How do you feel about? How can I word this without pissing half the world off?
Piss him off, KO.
So, all right, this is gonna be multiple parts.
Okay.
So you partake in medicating, right? All right. How do you feel about that? Is it a good thing, bad thing? Should it be legal? Should it not be legal?
It depends. It's definitely something I've struggled with. It's definitely an addiction if you want to get real with it. But if you know how to use it and how to take care of yourself and the ones around you and not let it become a distraction from what you're doing, then by all means, have fun with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And so the next part of that, how do you feel when you go into the studio and you listen to a beat and you want to get creative? Do you light one up, or do you just go in, get the process started, and go from there? Or should I say, do you need it to be creative in your music?
I don't think I need it to be creative. I think the creativity is already there for sure. The ideas are always flowing, whether I'm medicated or not, you know what I mean? But it does help. It calms the stresses, you know, like sometimes you've gone up to the mic and probably been nervous or something. Like I can honestly say the first time I recorded in front of anybody was here in this studio, and that was only a few months ago. And if I didn't self-medicate, I don't know if I would have been able to pull that off. Same thing with getting on stage for the first time. Still, even last night, I was like, I need something.
So
Hold
you
on.
still get nervous. You still get nervous when you perform. How many shows have you done? Do you have a rough estimate of how many shows you've done?
I think I can still count them on my hand. Hold on. Iron Horse was my first one. Charlie Boy was my second. February 14th. I had 2 in March. 1 in April. And then this show. I've done 7 shows so far.
I mean, damn, you seriously, you said you can count them on one hand. So basically what you're saying, what I'm understanding is you've been doing music for years. But being in front of a crowd is something new.
Brand new.
So how is that feeling being on stage when you step out there on stage and you get to rock? And what's that feeling like to you?
Man, come to find out, I have terrible stage fright.
You're one of those guys that got to turn around backwards and rap?
No, now, since, I don't know, there's the best way I can explain it is there's a switch that gets flipped. You know, the second I step up on stage, it's like, nah, this is my one shot. You know what I'm saying? I can't miss this. This is my opportunity.
Right.
You know, what if this is the performance that blows up? What if this is the song? You know.
Right. Yes. And see, I tell people this all the time. They be like, "Hey, did you see me? I was in the front. Ooh, you see me?" And I'm like, I seen you, but I didn't see you.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, what? I'm like, I see the people, but when I'm on stage, I don't recognize the people. Everything's like a blur. Like, I can see you and be looking dead at you, but I really don't see you.
Yeah.
You know,
people
it's
won't
like
understand that until they're on the stage.
So you're on stage and you're looking out in front of those people.
You got the lights on
like,
you too.
I see you, but I don't see you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's... Like, I always tell people that's why I perform so much, or used to perform so much. To me, I always say performing is the best drug. That's like the best high ever, because I don't smoke. So I always say I perform so much because that's the best drug ever. It's the best high, because when you get up there and you have a good show and, you know, you hop off stage and people like, oh man, yo, you killed it. Oh man, that one song was fire.
Yeah.
Oh, hey man, let me get this picture. You know, that's like, it just keeps it going. You know what I'm saying? Like, people constantly smoke. It's like, damn, bro, I didn't sit here and watch you smoke 5 sweets. How high you gonna get? You know,
the after performance high is something different. That's something I'm new to, and like all my nerves, even with the stage fright, dude, all that wears off, and like all my emotions come back. I'm just like, the adrenaline's pumping. I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go back out there. Like, let me do 30 minutes this time. Come on, you know.
Yeah, what I mean? And that's like the sign of being a real artist, because it's like, they ask, do you still get nervous? I get nervous every damn time. Every single time. You know, and
every time I step up to the mic, I get nervous.
Right. Yeah, I hear that. What time we looking at, Nikki?
Yo, there might be a part 2, because this is an interesting interview, and we about to hit an hour.
Oh wow, dang! I was shooting for like 30 minutes.
Yo, we get a good 30 minutes.
Hey, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I think a part 2 is in session.
That's the good thing when you get to doing something, you lose track of time. But like you said, this is WYND. I am KO, Nikki Danger. We are Barz and Stripes Radio or podcast. My bad. God damn it. I didn't mean to say that. Barz and Stripes podcast. KO and Nikki Danger.
All of the
we got
above.
WYND on the couch.
They ain't,
today.
They ain't ready for us. It's all of the above.
So y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all drop y'all comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Until next time, with a part 2, episode 2, part 2, however we choose to do it. Get in the comments. Let me or Nikki know. Let us know if you want to see WYND back on the couch, or we bring somebody else and double back around again to WYND.
Yeah,
so
now y'all gonna see
like,
more
subscribe, and share.
Barz and Stripes, yeah, we earn the mics. Who got bars? Who got stripes? KO and Nikki Danger talk the talk. Bars like a sentence. Stripes.